Welcome back to Teacher Reacts. I'm Ddog, a teacher. In my classroom, I play music videos, and now I've started listening to them on my channel so that way I can find more music to listen to. And this here we have is RM from BTS. We've seen Jin's come back with the astronaut. We've seen J-Hope's come back with like the fire one. What was that one again? Arson, and whatever he did before that. You know, so I'm interested to see what RM's going to bring to the table, because so far out of the two people we've seen from BTS doing their solo stuff, it's very different sounds. You have Jin that basically, and it's just Coldplay. That's all that song was. And then you have J-Hope, which is, what was it? It was very grungy. I remember it being very grungy and like grunge, rock heavy and stuff. I don't know. So it's going to be interesting to see what RM brings to the table. However, they're bringing somebody else with them, which is youjeen. Don't know who that is. Didn't look it up. Didn't do research. So let's press play and see how this is. Ooh. BTS. Big hit music. Don't know why I said BTS right there. You know, I just got it stuck in my head. The group. Can't tell if fireworks or guns. Guessing fireworks. Very open sounding, which is neat. Always loved how raspy his voice sounds. Wish his voice was more forward in the song. We'll talk about that. That's something I definitely need to talk about on the second listen through. Ah, that's better. He put him back in the front. It's good. Oh, do you also have that problem where you get hair in your eye? Because that's definitely what I am dealing with right now. And the beat's okay. It's gonna be interesting to compare this to other songs. Oh, hello, who's this? This is a youjeen person? Ooh. That's a good voice. It's very, almost like an alt-rock sound. Yeah, that's really nice. I need to look that up more. Everything's so exhausting. I agree, RM. I agree. Some lovely triplets right there. He has a lovely flow. We know this already. His flow is really good. I'm trying to really listen to it because I think I know what I'm going to talk about on the second listen through. Dude, her voice is so good. It's almost like at the end of her words when she says flower work or whatever, it like cracks a little. It's really nice. Yeah, oh, that's so good. Nice suit. A deep purple? It's nice. God, and then you have the person in the background doing that. You know, I know it's an RM song, but damn, I want more of this girl. This is nice. Oh, thank you. Also, I love the play on firework and flower work. Or flower, that's it. Nice. Nice note. Play more with that. That's so fun. I love that she's still going on in the background. That was nice. She's like going off on her own harmonies and stuff. It's good. It's real good. That was good. That is probably my favorite of the BTS solos we've had so far. And I don't think it's any comparison between the other songs. Like, okay, so this is the second listen through time to where I get to talk about my feelings and whatnot, right? So first of all, let me just point that out there. Youjeen, I'm assuming that's how you say their name. Mwah, great, so good. Love their voice throughout I love the tone of their voice the entire time of this song. I love how at the end they were going off on their own little thing. It reminds me of another song that RM was in that was also called Flower or something, Winter Flower, something like that, except on that one the girl was the lead and he was just like his own little thing, and now he's the lead and there's a girl that's doing their own little thing, which is great. I don't know why it decided to pause while I'm doing this, but that's okay. So I think first of all, the girl's really good. We're gonna go with that. Okay, put that aside. This is an RM song. We should probably talk about RM, right? I much prefer this song over the stuff from J-Hope and the stuff from Jin, mostly because J-Hope stuff is fine. It's just not what I'm into. Jin stuff is too much like Coldplay, and I didn't like it, which makes sense because Coldplay helped wrote it, or what's his face, the lead singer did. This, however, sounds purely K-pop that I like to listen to. That's usually on my nighttime K-pop playlist. That is very R&B heavy. That's very got like the rap stuff in it. That usually has like a girl or something that's on it, or as well. Where the flow is really good. It's really nice to just listen to with the beat. Like very nighttime heavy-esque song that I would listen to on this. So I much prefer this over the other BTS solos. So there's that. Now, you might have noticed that it's hard for me to comment much on this type of song though, because this is much more of a, you know, he's rapping and I usually comment on vocals and music stuff. And so rapping, there's not a lot of musical stuff that I can comment on. We actually listened to a rap song before, don't remember who it was, but I remember that like, it's hard for me, that video ended up being very short because of, it's hard to comment on someone's flow. You can say the flow is good, you could say that they're using triplets pretty well, but like for the most part, like I can't really say much. We all heard RM's voice. We like his raspy voice, we like his flow, we like he does pretty well. Like I'm not gonna say it's pretty damn good. Is he my favorite of all the K-pop rappers? Nah, that goes to Zico, or Zico, the one that was in Block B. Anywho, but he's still up there as like one of my favorite unique voices to listen to in K-pop. Now, besides that, I'm gonna have to listen to the song on Spotify and whatnot to see if it still has this like storm aesthetic stuff that's happening during this part, because it was kind of annoying. The only part that I was kind of bummed out about was the very beginning of the song, where it was, the instrumental was extremely loud over his voice to where his voice took a back seat to it. We've talked about that before. When you mix voices and stuff, if you want the voice to come forward, you would put it in front of the music and the music behind it. So like in the first little bit, let me see if I can find it. I think it's like this part right here. Yeah, so this part, and it might be because of the sound effects and stuff happening too, but his voice was behind. But then when you get to his first lyrics and stuff, of like a first verse, I guess, his voice is much more forward. You can hear it, it's much more clear. So like that's my only little bit, but who cares? That's like nitpicking, right? Besides that, like I think there's acoustic guitar in this, right? I think at some point there was. Let me listen real quick. I said let me listen real quick. Thank you. It's very faint. Yeah, it's very faint, but it's in there. The instrumental's fine. It's hard to, like I said, it's hard to comment on rap heavy songs because there's not a lot of music stuff that's happening to it. However, dang, that is different when we have the girl that's in this whatever and doing like her little background noises and stuff and harmonies and everything with it and everything, which is right here. Oh no, this is right after this part. This part's good. I love that they dropped all the instrumental for just the piano or whatever that was. I'm assuming that the cheers are not in the actual song, it's just the music video. But I like that it built up, and I like that she got time to like belt out some notes and stuff. And it's really good. It's really good. I'm pretty sure that's all I have right now, and we're just gonna do outro time. If you like this video at any point in time, please hit that like button. It's really, really, really helpful for me. And then lastly, comment, not lastly, but still comment, tell me other songs and whatnot. Do you know any other songs RM is in? Isn't there another song called like Winter Flower? There's Wildflower, which is, isn't there a Winter Flower one that's like you something? It's a girl, but I think RM's in it. I could be wrong about that. And then lastly, subscribe. We want to hit 1,000 at some point. That would be fun. Okay. I got so much other stuff to listen to. Goodbye, everybody.